In a very real way, you could say as Jesus hung on that cross, he got God more than any human being that ever lived. He could say, I get you, Father. I get your love. I get your compassion. I get your mercy. I get your kindness. That's why I'm here. Because of who you are and what you feel, I am here. I get you. And he could also say, Lord, Father, I get your holiness and your righteousness and the demands and weight of your glory. And yes, I get your judgment. That's why I'm here. I get it. I get you. I get you. Today, I'm afraid, Christians, we're indifferent. Sometimes we're indifferent to things like mercy and love and compassion and the repentance of people around us in our church or even outside our church. And we may even say things like, well, that's their decision. They made that decision. Judgment's coming. Come on, Lord. They all act like freaks anyway. So kill them. Judge them. I tell you what, if you're in that mode, you don't get him yet. You don't get him. You get middle class evangelicalism. You get that. I get my Bible studies and my church meetings and how I'm doing. I get that. But I don't get him. And if, by the way, if you're reading through the book of Jeremiah or any book in the Bible and you were triggered and you were offended by all the judgment and the calls for shame or the calls of guilt or the calls of whatever and the descriptions of judgment, and you just feel annoyed and even angry that God has a right to do that, and you feel that way, you don't get him. You just don't get him. What you get are progressive politics, you get liberal theology, you get that stuff, but you don't get him. So I would hope in our church we're leaning in where we're by no means perfect. We're not a model church, by the way. But we are leaning in to God's purpose and God's feeling. And I hope that our church would be able to say eventually this. We get him. We get him. Thank God that he got us, or that he gets us. Thank God. But we want that initial step for his becoming a man to eventually translate into us getting him.